Our meeting in order. I'm stand. We're going to have a pledge of allegiance, and after I'm going to ask John Best to lead us in prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay.
You gonna pray?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm thinking about it.
Father in heaven, we are grateful for the day that you have given to us. We're grateful for your love and your care for us. We're so grateful for that. Pray, Lord, now as we take up the business of our town, pray, Lord, that we always make wise decisions. Pray, Lord, that you bless our country, bless our president, decisions that he makes, be with our servicemen who are on alert. I pray, Lord, your protection for them. And I pray God bless Israel. For Christ's sake, I pray. Amen.
Amen. All right. Sorry about that. I was premature on fixing up. I was, I guess, distracted. Currently, I do not show that we have a quorum. We're going to give it a few seconds here to, I think one of our aldermen should be walking in the door any minute. And I'm going to wait on that. So to those that might be live on Facebook, I apologize. But we should be starting our meeting in a minute. We have to have 3 of our members present or quorum and be able to transact business. And the first thing we're going to have on our agenda is for public comment. And I guess I can go ahead and do that and go and get the public comment out of the way. Louisiana Budget Act requires that, open meetings law requires that before any public meeting, that there's a public comment section or time that you have before a meeting that where you can take public comment. Anything that's on the agenda can be commented on. And so I don't see, is anybody from the public here that wants to comment on any agenda item? I'm not seeing any. So as soon as we have a quorum, we will jump right into our business that we have on the agenda today. So.
Yeah. While you're sitting there and everybody's live, give an update on that hole over there. You know, see what you called on that stuff.
Okay, of course, this is,
yeah,
this is all unofficial. We, this is on the sinkhole. Of course, we're not taking up business now till we get an agenda, but appreciate the question, Alderman Probst. And we did have a contractor was going to get started on it. They started excavating the material, and the water table is still too high, and they had to pull out because you can't you can't go into that thing and as long as the water table is so high, anything you do in there bringing new material in, it's going to fill up with water, and you're not going to be successful with it. And this is coming from the engineers and the contractors telling us that you can't do any work in water, just you can't do it. So
I was wondering if you could give them an idea what the engineers said about the status in the river, because it was falling and they went in there anyway, and so.
Well, we was hoping.
So do they have an estimate of the river stage that they will probably try to go back in?
I
help people
I think we're looking at something 40 feet and lower.
Okay.
I think that's just.
I think that answers a lot of people's questions.
Yeah.
They can see the river gate
Right.
on the river thing when they go across. But
And and I apologize. I mean, it's something I don't like. I know it's holding up and messing up a lot of people. But yes, soon we're going to keep an eye on it quick as we think that we can get in there and do this work. We certainly want to do it. But that's a great question. We've just finished up this week our tree project of the 75 trees that we had on that phase. And we're going to be, starting on another phase of trying to completely eradicate all the bad pine trees in the town, plus those that still might be. And Cornell's here, and I saw Brent's truck go around the corner 100 miles an hour, so he should be walking in any minute. We should be getting another section of trees that we'll start taking down. So anyway.
And then make them aware of the fact to be sure that they are aware that those trees are falling now. The age of them is very dangerous. Anybody that still has one in.
Yeah. But please caution around them. I wouldn't be out there around them in any kind of wind or something. Okay, I'm going to ask our clerk if she would to do roll call.
Town of Vidalia, Board of Aldermen roll call for the special meeting of the Mayor and Board of Aldermen dated June 26, 2025. Alderman Betts,
Present.
Alderman Gardner, Alderman McCoy, Alderman Probst,
Here.
Alderman Smith.
Here.
Mayor, let the record show that a quorum of the board is present.
Okay, the first thing we have on our agenda is public hearing of an ordinance to amend the operating budget of the revenue and expenses for the town of Vidalia, Louisiana for fiscal year 2024-25. Can I take a motion that we enter into a public hearing?
Make a motion.
Motion made by Alderman Betts. Do I hear a second? By Alderman Probst. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're now in public hearing. Anybody got a question or comment on the amendment to the budget that we're going to discuss here next? There being none, do I hear a motion that we exit public hearing? Exit public hearing. Motion made by Alderman Probst. Here a second.
Second.
Second by Alderman Smith. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Next thing we have is board discussion and vote on an ordinance to amend the operating budget of revenues and expenses for the town of Vidalia, Louisiana for fiscal year 2024-25. Is there any questions or comments or discussion any that the aldermen have on this? And just for clarification, also the Louisiana Budget Act requires that you, if there's some things in your budget when you get close to the end of the year that it's out of 5% variance on some items, that you have to amend your budget, and that will keep you legal. And of course, everybody knows at the beginning of the year, we try to estimate what our budget's going to be. And one of the main things that we have that gives us a headache on trying to predict is the Mississippi River, which what our hydro reserves are going to be, how much we're going to get in or out. And those were certainly out of the 5%. So this is going to bring all that into line and make our budget where we should be good. So can I hear a motion that we amend our budget for this year? Motion made by Alderman Betts, second by Alderman Probst. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much. The last thing we have before our adjournment is the introduction of an ordinance amending ordinance number 588, governing the use and revenues derived from the town of Vidalia's participation in the Sidney A. Murray hydroelectric generation station. This is strictly an introduction. No action needs to be taken, but an introduction. That being said, I hear a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Motion made by Alderman Best. Here a second.
Second.
Second by Alderman Smith. All in favor say aye. We now stand adjourned. I'm going to turn off